Another way concession, another strife and another life, and they blame it on depression. Another wife is the wrong or right, and they claim me under pressure. Another tripe and a suicide, we apply the same methods. It's like we'll never learn a lesson. We tried a lot to make it better. Then everybody scrambling now, trying to figure out what to stress them. Why didn't he or she reach out where the world wasn't helping? Why couldn't he find just a peace of mind, let the world get the best of him? They call it mental health in this. It's so weird when it comes to depression and suicide. These self-help sort of gurus try to apply the same method with a one-size-fits-all, and it never works. What the hell is this? Another fool shot up a school and we know the cat was sick. And all these dudes want to blame the tool, that's stupid as it gets. Another crew on the teletube blaming gun ownership. You can miss me with that mess, cause I ain't never shot a man. And the only time I would lay him down, he aggressing on my fam. Another way concession, another strife and another life, and they blame it on depression. Another wife is the wrong or right, and they claim me under pressure. Another tripe and a suicide, we apply the same methods. It's like we'll never learn a lesson. We tried a lot to make it better. Then everybody scrambling now, trying to figure out what to stress them. Why didn't he or she reach out where the world wasn't helping? Why couldn't he find just a peace of mind, let the world get the best of him? They call it mental health in this. It's so weird when it comes to depression and suicide. These self-help sort of gurus try to apply the same method with a one-size-fits-all, and it never works. What the hell is this? Another fool shot up a school and we know the cat was sick. And all these dudes want to blame the tool, that's stupid as it gets. Another crew on the teletube blaming gun ownership. You can miss me with that mess, cause I ain't never shot a man. And the only time I would lay him down, he aggressing on my fam. And you like to make it much harder for me to protect all my land. Crying crocodile tears so you can just feel good at grandstand. Bro, you stupid in a trance. No matter how much you get to sobbing on TV, every single gun law is an infringement. Period. Look, I ain't just saying this just to say this. The state is a criminal, crooked organization. So you look like a buffoon thinking that you can save this. Looking to Big Daddy government every time dismay hits. These fools done killed 250 million men and women and children, all due to their ill sins over the last century. So why would I fiddle with them? This crap is not meant for me. Let that power get reeled in. They act like I can't govern myself, so they keep running for help, begging the state to monitor wealth, and you'll get thrown in a cell. Deviate, they throw you in jail. Maybe you the one that's crazy with that bad mental health. So I think you really should back up. Man can't govern himself but can rule over everyone else. That don't even add up. And every time I'm bringing this up to you, you get mad, huh? But that's the reason I remain fearless and pick this pad up. This ain't a gimmick, this ain't a joke. State and agents of it is really out there ruining people's lives, and that's the source of a lot of people's problems.
The New York City subway shooting. So what actually happened? Cannon Speaks coming up next.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep.
What up, what up, what up? What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday, April 12th, 2022. Can Hotep back at it again for the second time today. I went live in my truck earlier to discuss some of the situation, some of the goings on with the goings on in New York. They just had a press conference. We're going to go ahead and listen to it in retrospect, and then we're going to discuss it. You know, what happened in New York is tragic, man. It's tragic. It's messed up. It's devious. You know, just ill intent. You know, it's just evil. Evil. I feel for the families. I feel for the victims. Man, I tell you, it's sad. You know, like I said, prayers go out to the victims, the families of the victims. Hopefully everybody makes a speedy recovery. Put it like that. Bear with me for 1 second. Hey, yo, Kid Gravity, I'm going to get you on, yo. Just give me one moment. Trying to make sure I get all this stuff correct. Bear with me, people. Bear with me, bear with me. Alright. Let's do this. How we gonna do this? Let's do it like this. Hope everybody had hope everybody had a wonderful day. I was, like I said earlier, I was watching Dan Bongino. Every now and again I like to watch Dan Bongino. You know, he gives some good takes on some things. You know, it seems like he's being even more red pilled day by day. You know what I mean? He's calling it on both sides. You know what I mean? But as he was talking, I guess he was watching his monitors and saw that some shit was going down in New York. You know, and I was like, damn, let me go look at it. Let me go look at it. And then next thing you know, boom. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. So they didn't have too much information. The only thing they said is the dude had on like an orange jumpsuit and what looked to be like they said a gas mask at first. But when we go and listen to this conference, you'll see they say something else. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Give me 1 second, y'all. Alright. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, Kid Gravity, if you want to jump in, jump on in. That's who we got in the chat today. So William Overton, that's what's up. Peace Hotep. I was waiting to hear you speak on this. Yeah, man, we definitely got to speak on it. We definitely got to speak on it. You know what I mean? We definitely got to speak on it. Stuff Colonel, salute. Natasha, welcome back. Welcome back. Mr. Fantastic. Going to hold off on my bowl pack so I can process what you're going to be speaking of. LOL. What up, though? Nothing much, man. Can't complain. DMW, what's the deal? Jabari Judah in the building. What's up, Jabari? Happy you can join me. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me get Kid Gravity in here. One moment. There we go. There we go. What's up, bro? How you feeling?
I'm cool. It's a beautiful night out tonight.
I hear that. Let me see. It sounds like you coming through your it sounds like you coming through your webcam.
Probably did it again, didn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just go into this thing real quick.
All right, that's
quick.
cool. Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
Is that better?
There we go. That's perfect. There we go.
All right. Yeah, I don't know why that made that the default, but sounds much better now.
There we go. That sounds a whole lot better, bro. But
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So what would you have when you heard this, yo?
I was doing a video.
Oh shit. Okay.
I was about to do a video about that Christian Obumseli, and I happened to go on Twitter because I was looking up those tweets, and I saw there was a shooting on the subway, and I was like, "Oh, here we go. Here comes y'all's crime bill."
Boy, who you telling, man? I was like, this couldn't have, you know what I mean? This couldn't be, you know what I mean, like any more perfect, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was a perfect storm, brother. It was a perfect storm, brother, because a lot of people don't remember that Lightfoot, Adams, and Muriel Bowser met last month.
Right.
And now all of a sudden, like you said, Biden talked about ghost guns, and now all of a sudden this dude just shoots up an entire subway car. So I'm like, yeah, if you need to pass legislation on a federal level, always make sure New York is ground zero for why you need to do it.
That's facts,
The
man.
Same thing with the Patriot Act. We needed 2 buildings to fall to make sure that the NSA could be all in your stuff. So now, yeah, gun control is coming. Get your power tools, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, so check it, right? So Commissioner Keishant Sewell briefs the media on New York subway shooting. So that's what we're gonna be looking at, right?
Cool.
It just about less than an hour ago. So I'm gonna go straight to the point. You know, they got all that filler in the beginning. I'm gonna go straight to when she starts talking. We're gonna go from there. You know what I mean? DeMars Burton, what's up? All right, let's get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut us over here now. 1 second. I'll make sure you can see it. All right, make sure you can see. Boom. Can you see it?
I see a black screen right now.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see. There we go. I'm saying it's unavailable. Why is it? What the hell is going on?
This is like the same thing it did to me last time. I was just watching it on YouTube while you were talking.
Right. I don't know why it's doing that. That's crazy. Hold on. Let's see if I can't fix this. Sorry, guys. Bear with us, please. All right, here we go. Let's do it like this. All right, now. Can you see anything?
I can see. Yes, now I see it.
All right, awesome. There we go. All right, guys. So we're gonna jump straight to it. This was a press conference that happened less than an hour ago in New York. Where's it at? Let me see. All right, let's get to it.
Thank you all for attending this evening and helping us get this information out to the public. It's so important.
You can hear okay?
We
Yes,
are
sir.
truly
All right, cool.
fortunate that this was not significantly worse than it is. As we reported this afternoon, a man who was traveling on a Manhattan-bound N train opened 2 canisters that dispensed smoke throughout the subway car. He then shot multiple passengers as the train pulled into the 36th Street station in Sunset Park. 10 people were injured by gunfire, and an additional 13 were either injured as they rushed to get out of the train station or they suffered smoke inhalation. Some good news is that none of the injuries appear to be life-threatening. As detectives processed the crime scene, they recovered a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, extended magazines, and a hatchet. Also found is a liquid we believe to be gasoline and a bag containing consumer-grade fireworks and a hobby fuse.
Damn.
About an hour ago, detectives located a U-Haul van in Brooklyn that we believe is connected to the suspect. At this time, we still do not know the suspect's motivation.
All right, so let's unpack that real fast.
Uh-huh.
All right, so first off, when you get all right. I mean, I know I got my guns and shit, but where the fuck do you get smoke canisters from?
They don't even have Army and Navy stores in New York like that anymore.
Right. I mean,
So he had to have brought that out of state.
He had to have, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know Sunny Surplus ain't around no more, nothing like that. You feel me? So I'm like, damn. Or he had smoke canisters, right? And then they said he was I guess he was on the train and he was, you know, what'd he do? He popped the smoke canisters and used that as a distraction to start shooting people. You know what I mean? You know,
This sounds eerily reminiscent of Colin Ferguson back in '94.
I know, right? That's what I started thinking about. That's the hell I started thinking about. You know, almost like a copycat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Except he just pulled it out.
Right. This dude popped canisters, and you know, it was a whole thing. It was like theatrics. You know what I mean? You know, then now they're saying so. I don't know if they caught him or nothing yet.
No, he's still not caught. They're still fine. They're still looking for him.
All right, so he's on the loose still, right? But you just so happened to find a van. You feel me?
Know what I'm saying? You found the van, but you know what ticked me off even more? They already had a description of him. Yet they said he had a gas mask on. So how did you know he was black?
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? On top of that, he left his gun.
Right. And here's my thing too. There was smoke in the car. How did you know the shooter was black?
See, that's the thing. It's a
And all the videos I saw, nobody saw this man leave.
bro. It's so many inconsistencies, my man. There's so many inconsistencies.
You have this on Rumble, right?
No, I'm not on Rumble right now.
I gotta be careful with my words. I don't want to get you in trouble. This is motivation, folks. This is motivation. The crime bill is coming.
Yeah, man.
It will be here by October. I promise you.
It's coming, man. It's coming down the pipe, and it's coming down the pipe fast. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
All right, so let's get back to it.
Clearly, this individual boarded the train and was intent on violence. We are conducting a highly coordinated investigation that includes NYPD detectives, the FBI NYPD Joint Terrorism Task Force, and the ATF, who have been instrumental in tracing the firearm and ballistics. The suspect is a dark-skinned male and was wearing a neon orange vest and a gray-colored sweatshirt. We do have a person of interest in this investigation, but we need the public's assistance with additional information. We're asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 800-577-TIPS. We know this incident is of grave concern to New Yorkers. We cannot lose sight of victims in this city. We will use every resource we can to bring those...
What happened to all this eagle eye shit we got going on? You feel me? So you telling me that from the train station through all of fucking New York, right? All these cameras and shit.
Again, I told somebody in the chat just now, the MTA just asked the federal government for billions of dollars because they're still broke. And a lot of that money was to go to putting cameras in every station. Now, they had just got it granted, so that wasn't implemented. But you're talking to someone who rode that subway for damn near 30 years. Unless you're at the big subway stations, there's no cameras around. Unless you're at the big subway stations, there's barely cops around. There may be like one or two transit cops just making sure people don't jump the turnstile, but to find like a police presence, especially where this happened, because this is one of the local stops and it's a very small stop. So you're not going to have that big of a police presence. Like, he's not going to go up further north to like Atlantic Terminal where Barclays Center is and pull that because they got ESU there. They have the Army there. He's not getting away from that. Like, they would be on the tracks in seconds.
Okay, got you. So, but even like even like you said, it's a small stop. Even outside of the train station, unless this motherfucker ran through the fucking tunnel, right? Like,
But that's what they were thinking too. That's why they shut off the power to that line in that area because they probably thought he jumped onto the tracks to get out to another stop. So maybe that's why they couldn't find him. But yeah, they had bodegas all over that street, and all those businesses have cameras, and nobody got anything. So I don't know what the hell's going on.
jeez. AD, yo, Cannon, what's good? EDC guy, 380 ACP or 9mm. I carry a 9. Sometimes I used to carry a 40. But right now, ain't no point in carrying a 40 for real when you got 9mm hollows that do the same thing 40 cal can do. So I carry a 9mm now. You know what I mean? See what else we got here. Papa Nah Shelly, what's up? Jabari Judah, worst shot in the world in the closed in space. Yeah. We're gonna get to that in a second. You know what I mean? Yeah, DMW, this shit crazy, bro. Papa Nah Shelly, I call shenanigans on this. Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking hell of a coincidence, yo, that this shit happened not even 24 hours after Joe Biden goes live with his quote unquote executive orders that he can't make executive orders on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Refund the police.
Yeah. Like I said, he rickrolled the shit out of everybody. By the way, NYC has cameras everywhere. Let's see.
They conveniently work when they want to work.
Hey, we learned that with Epstein, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
DMW, hold up. They left out the credit card found on the train. Are you serious? Hold on. So we got a.
That's what I'm talking about.
We got a Muhammad Atta situation going on with the passport. Oh, you fucking kidding me? Is that how they got their person of interest?
Does a shipping and leaves their credit card.
Oh my gosh. 88. There's some Fugazi banner ish. Yeah.
Bad. And it just happened to be a black guy. That's what I still can't rack my head around.
Yo.
But you know what? Maxine Waters was right. They weren't gonna forgive us after 2020. She's right. She was right. Got to give her credit on that.
For some reason my Twitter ain't working, so I'm gonna just read it. Steph Colonel, Treadstone in training. That's a fact. That's a fact. Papa Nas Shelly, where's the video footage from all them subway cameras? Hey, like you just said, they work when they feel like working. You know what I mean? Jabari Judah, Army Navy stores in the 90s. Yeah, man, they ain't around no more.
No, there were still some in Brooklyn. And Queens. There were.
I remember here in Maryland, like Sunny Surplus went out of business in like 98. You know what I mean? My father used to love going in there every weekend. You know what I mean? Shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, there's a couple on Long Island, but in the city, nah.
Let's see. Mr. Fantastic. Why is this thing acting a fool? Anyway, Mr. Fantastic, more worried about the inevitable, I Patriot Act than another crime bill, to be honest. Not to downplay this nonsense. I mean, it's all the same. It's all coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sacrificing freedom for security is going to happen. You know what I mean? DMW, the real shame is that you can't believe none of this information. You know what I mean? They got, popping out show, they got cameras. I've seen them. They installed a bunch of new ones in 2021. Redacted rules. The world Twitter got the article. Hey. Prince Revolver, I'm just hearing about this now. Wow, I've been asleep. I hope all the kings and queens in the chat having a great evening. William Overton, when this gun control law passes, the survivors of this will be in the Senate chamber. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy, but let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving.
To justice, who continue to prey on the citizens of New York. I'll ask Chief James Essick to come in and give details of the investigation.
Good evening, everybody. Today at 8:24 a.m. aboard a Manhattan-bound N train, 10 people were shot, 7 males, 3 females, and they were removed to area hospitals. An additional 13 people suffered injuries related to smoke inhalation, falling down, or a panic attack. The information I'm about to give you is preliminary and it's subject to change right now. As that N train was between stations 59th Street and the 36th Street stations, Seated in the second car in the rear corner was a dark-skinned male. Various descriptions of his height are given.
Hold it. Pause that. Pause that. Okay, so first this morning when you reported it, see now this shows NYPD and the media ain't on code.
There you go.
Because this morning ABC7 said it was a black male 5'5" between 175 and 180. Now he's dark skinned.
Not only that,
Now, and he also just said it was 10 people that got shot, but then the news said it was upwards of 20 people. So what the hell is going on?
not only that, they said he had on a gas mask
Yeah, what happened to the gas mask all of a
and
sudden?
an orange jumpsuit.
And the construction vest. Where are those?
I heard orange jumpsuit. You feel me? Let's back it up
That
just
was
a
an
tad.
escape prison. Those are escape prisoners.
Right.
The Manhattan-bound N train. 10 people were shot. 7 males, 3 females, and they were removed to area hospitals. An additional 13 people suffered injuries related to smoke inhalation, falling down, or a panic attack. The information I'm about to give you is preliminary, and it's subject to change right now. As that N train was between stations 59th Street and the 36th Street stations, seated in the second car in the rear corner was a dark-skinned male. Various descriptions of his height are given. He is heavy-set, wearing an orange-green nylon-type construction vest. He also had on a gray hoodie, a surgical mask, and a neon green construction helmet.
So there goes the gas mask with no
So
fucking
what
gas
happened
mask.
to the gas mask?
He got a fucking mask. He got a fucking N95.
Not even. They said a
A
surgical,
surgical mask. So it's the fucking little blue
So
ones
the
you
blue
buy,
ones.
that you buy from the fucking bodega down the street.
As the
But
train
he
approached
fired off a
the
smoke bomb.
36th Street
Fired off a
station,
smoke bomb.
witnesses state the male opened up 2 smoke grenades, tossed them on the subway floor, brandishes a Glock 9mm handgun. He then fired that weapon at least 33 times, striking 10 people.
Now, my question about this Glock 9mm handgun: are they going to try to later say that this was a polymer 80?
Yeah. Well, they did say it was semi-automatic.
Well, yeah. So the polymer 80s, aka the ghost guns that
Yeah.
they talk
Guns.
about,
Yeah.
they're Gen 3 Glock clones. So they look exactly like Glocks. They're the 80% lowers that you got to finish at home.
Right.
So I'm wondering how. I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts that later on we're gonna find that they try to say that this is a polymer 80. I'm just saying. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
We'll see.
The male then fled the scene. And
Oh, also, you notice he said extended magazines.
Oh, of course.
Got to have the extended magazines, but he only shot
Gotta have a banana clip. Gotta have that banana
Right.
clip, right?
only. He got extended magazines. So the extended Glock magazine could be anywhere between. Let's just say he got a 9mm Glock. Let's say he got a Glock 17, right? It's common. Well, let's just say he got a Glock 19. Now you can have a Glock 17 magazine in there, which has 17 shots, or you can have an extended magazine or a stick magazine, which holds 33 shots. Right? Regardless, he only shot 10 people, but they're saying they found extended magazines.
And they didn't say how many bullet casings they recovered.
No, and then on top of that, he left everything.
Exactly.
See, this is the shit y'all gotta
Why
look
would
at.
you leave the gun? Why would you leave the gun?
Right, and your ammo, everything. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and people, you'll have people go, "Well, you guys are being crazy tinfoil hat, blah 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 blah." I'm like, but I mean, JFK, they found a pristine bullet that they said that was that's the bullet that hit him in pristine condition. Right, still in the casing and everything.
Right.
That day in September, they found fucking Muhammad Atta's fucking passport. Not a fucking sin
burn
on
on it. Remember the airplane engine they found that was intact
Yes.
on the street?
Right. Right. Like I'm telling you guys, like you can't sit here, you can't sit here and say that you ain't been lied to about shit before. It's a fucking election year. Think back to the past few years in election years and go look and see if any type of event like this happened in those election years. I'm willing to bet you'd be like, oh shit. I'm telling you. Donnie T fucked up their timeline and they trying to speed this shit up and they got to get it done. Let's keep it moving.
Smoke grenades, tossed them on the subway floor, brandishes a Glock 9mm handgun. He then fired that weapon at least 33 times, striking 10 people.
Where my man Jay at with the 33? Jabari, help me out here. Also, what did I just tell you that the extended magazine had, bro?
Shit had 33
fucking shots. 33 fucking shots. So either this idiot fucking let the gas go and he couldn't see, he just fucking starts firing in the screen because he can't see a goddamn thing. You telling me only 10 people got hit?
That's what I'm talking about. How did you see?
Shit, yo, let's keep it moving.
The male then fled the scene, and detectives are actively trying to determine his whereabouts. Recovered at that scene was a Glock 17 9mm
17.
handgun, 3 extended Glock-type magazines. One was still in the weapon, one under a seat, and one in a backpack. We had 33 discharged shell casings, 15 bullets, 5 bullet fragments, 2 detonated smoke grenades, 2 non-detonated smoke grenades, a hatchet, a black garbage can, a black milk type style rolling cart, the gasoline, and a U-Haul key.
Huh?
The U-Haul key at the scene led us to the recovery of a U-Haul van a short while ago.
What is he talking? A garbage can?
The male
Oh my gosh, hold on.
type style rolling cart, the gasoline bullets, 5 bullet fragments.
I'm gonna go back.
To determine his whereabouts. Recovered at that scene was a Glock 17 9mm handgun.
Okay.
3 extended Glock-type magazines. One was still in the weapon, one under a seat, and one in a backpack. We had 33 discharged shell casings.
Let's just sprinkle a little crack on them. Let's just sprinkle these extended magazines all over the place.
One under the seat and one in the backpack.
And one still in the gun.
5 bullet fragments, 2 detonated smoke grenades, 2 non-detonated smoke grenades, a hatchet, a black garbage can, a black milk type style rolling cart, the gasoline, and a U-Haul key. The U-Haul key at the scene led us to the recovery of a U-Haul van a short while ago in Brooklyn. The male, who we believe is the renter of this U-Haul in Philadelphia, is a Frank R. James, male, 62 years old, with addresses in Wisconsin and Philadelphia. We are endeavoring to locate him to determine his connection to the subway shooting, if any. The 2 crime scenes, the subway and the van, are very active and are still being processed. We are asking for anyone's help with information, cell phone video, witness information, or if they can identify the perpetrator or the renter of this vehicle, to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. There is a $50,000 reward out right now. $25,000 from the New York City Police Foundation, $12,500 from the MTA, and $12,500 from the TWA Local 100. I just want to assure everyone that we in the NYPD have all our resources working this, along with our partners in the FBI and the ATF, to find this perpetrator. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Mike Driscoll. Oh, the mayor? Okay.
So you commit this atrocity, right? But you leave Like
You leave all the identifiers.
you leave your like you said they found a credit card,
They found the credit
the
card,
gun,
the U-Haul key,
the U-Haul key,
the guns,
the guns,
the guns.
the
He
magazines.
found Oscar the Grouch's temporary Airbnb, the black garbage can, which he must have stopped at Target before he went to go do this.
Who didn't
I don't
see?
know.
So is this shit normal when motherfuckers get on with a whole fucking cart?
Dude, you would be surprised at what you see going on the train in New York. Like I get when he said the rolling cart, you see that with all the homeless folk.
Okay, that's what I was starting to think.
So that's not abnormal. But even we would look at somebody that has on a hoodie, because usually when they wear those construction vests, it at least has some marking on the back. So you don't pay attention to it, but you pay attention to it. So red flag there. And then you see him dropping something on the floor. And then smoke come out. Now, I'm guessing because he probably picked this line because those trains, those specific cars, you can't like go in between cars. So he must have picked a car where you can only exit one way.
So I'm gonna assume. Let me just play not devil's advocate, but like let's make some sense of this shit. Let's just say this dummy had on a surgical mask. He didn't have on a gas mask like they said he had on a gas mask earlier today. He pops these canisters. He starts shooting. He gets overwhelmed by the fucking gas. He gotta get the fuck off he panicking. He gotta get the fuck off the train and leaves all his shit behind. Like, but I feel like even in the panic, you grab your cart and all that other shit, right? Like you have your shit ready to go, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was my thing too. Nobody has the video of him getting off the train.
Nobody got video getting on the train, do they?
I haven't seen yet, but I saw the video of everybody evacuating the train.
I did see that, yeah.
But I would figure somebody would have had the video of him getting off the train.
Right. You know what I mean? I mean, all the footage, all the camera footage of people getting off the train, even my fucking thumbnail, that came from camera footage. Like, nobody saw anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody seen this motherfucker run. Nobody tried to stop him. Nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody even yelled, that's the guy.
You know, I don't understand. Let's keep it moving.
Okay.
Let's see if anything else worth listening to in this press conference.
Mr. Mayor, we're ready for you.
All right, so I guess
Here we
go.
Well, at least, you know what? At least he isolated himself since he caught the Yao Ming.
He got that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he caught it the other day.
Today was a difficult day for New York. Days like these are playing out too often in cities across America. As mentioned this morning, we witnessed an act of violence and evil in the heart of Brooklyn, where a shooter attacked a subway car full of innocent people at the 36th Street station. We saw a quiet Tuesday morning turn the N train into a war zone as a smoke bomb was detonated and multiple shots rang out. We witnessed 20 individuals have been injured so far, as it was mentioned. And thanks to the quick thinking of the MTA crew and the bravery and cooperation of passengers, lives were saved. And thanks to our first responders, the injured were quickly taken to area hospitals, and all of them are expected to recover. You know I have been realistic and outspoken about my commitment to protecting public safety. I stand by that and will continue to do everything in my power to dam the rivers that feed the sea of violence. But this is not only a New York City problem. This rage, this violence, these guns, these relentless shooters are an American problem. It is going to take all levels of government to solve it. It is going to
Hold up.
take a New York City problem. This rage, this violence, these guns, these relentless shooters are an American problem. It is going to take all levels of government to solve it.
Oh,
It's going to take the entire nation to speak out and push back against the cult of death that has taken hold in this nation. A cult that allows innocents to be sacrificed on a daily basis. A country with buying weapons of mass destruction is as easy as picking up a piece of plywood or a garden shovel. A country where there are more guns than people. There are over 400 million guns in this country alone. The U.S. gun homicide rate is 26 times that of other high-income countries.
He ain't waste no time fucking politicizing this, did he?
Anti-crime is fixing to come back harder and stronger than ever before, blood. Y'all thought stop and frisk was bad with Giuliani. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet up there.
They about to give turnstile policing a new fucking name, ain't they?
You remember that they said that they're trying to federalize the Capitol Police all over the country,
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Crime Bill 2.0.
Die in gun violence every day. Guns are the leading cause of death for American children and teens, like the 16-year-old baby.
And you know he just reading off of some teleprompter.
From schools in Colorado,
we know.
Sandy Hook in Virginia, to music
Oh
festivals
Lord, he
in
done
Las
brought up
Vegas,
white people.
to nightclubs in Orlando, to movie theaters and yoga classes across the nation. These killers have used weapons of mass destruction to massacre innocent people.
So now firearms are weapons of mass destruction, bro.
You hear him? Y'all hear him?
Y'all hear this, right?
Oh, so now the handguns are gonna. Now the liberals are gonna get to the handguns. Talk about handguns are the problem now.
A Glock 9mm handgun is a weapon of mass destruction. You heard it from Eric Adams. And I'm sure you'll hear this fucking repeated and regurgitated, rinse, wash, repeat on the news coming shortly.
Joy Reid is playing with herself right now. She will have this man on the show by the end of the week.
Oh my gosh, yo.
And folk, don't be surprised when you start seeing the victims doing press conferences.
Bro, Happy Hotep Subway FF operation. Who you telling, bro? Take the pew pew away, aka hire an out of work wannabe off Broadway actor needed for 3 hours of work, aka Alphabet Agency's gone wild, aka the crow flies on the express.
I would say go check Craigslist, but they took down the person.
Might go ahead to check them back pages. So you know what I mean? Golly, mighty.
Prince Revolver. Basically, he's putting out the bat signal for Crime Bill 2.0. This is all that is. Again, if you need to pass legislation federally without any problems, New York is ground zero. Always. They don't care about where Ken Hotep lives at. They don't care about Chicago that much. They don't care about LA that much unless it's white people. You got to hit New York.
You got to hit New York. You got to hit New York. You got to hit that's what New York is one of the wealthiest cities.
It's the wealthiest city
the wealthiest city in the world. Simple as that.
Yes, sir.
YV, they've been talking about trying to get the Switch banned for the longest, so why not take the whole thing? Man, exactly. That's what they going, bro. And this has already been fucking we've been trying to tell people this. You feel me? It started with the AR. Started with the weapon of war, quote unquote.
Yeah, Miss Sheila Jackson Lee saying that it stands for automatic rifle.
Right. Jesus. And this is heavy as 10 boxes.
Yes, it's heavy as 10 boxes.
But
hey, she in Texas. That's what pissed me off even more.
Right. She know what the fuck she talking about. She know what she doing. The thing about it is, guys, is that they count on you not knowing what the fuck you're talking about. They count on you being ignorant to the facts. That's what they count on. Why do you think
Katanji got in?
They understand this. You hear what he's saying, right? And I explained this today. I explained this yesterday on my stream. No amount of laws, regulations, or restrictions on the books today would have prevented what happened in New York from happening. Period. Full stop. I don't know how many times or how we're supposed to say it, if we're supposed to say this shit in Yiddish or whatever. No amount of laws, regulations, restrictions would have prevented what happened in New York from happening. New York has some of the most strictest gun laws in the United States.
Yes, sir.
They have the laws that the federal government drools about.
Yep.
Yet this.
Do you understand if you're carrying a gun outside of New York, when you hit the New York City limit, you have to pull over and put the car, put the gun in the trunk.
No ammo in
until
the
you
magazine.
leave the city limits.
Yeah.
The whole thing, and it has to be separated. No gun in the chamber, magazine separated. The gun cannot be in ready mode.
Same thing here in Maryland.
And yeah,
Not to mention, don't fucking have a layover in New York. If you have a layover in New York and you got a weapon that you declared, leave that motherfucker at the airport. Because the minute you come back, they're gonna lock your ass up.
yes, sir.
Having an unregistered gun or an illegal handgun or a gun that's not okayed by New York in your possession. Like they have, like, New York has what the feds dream about, the federal government dreams about implementing nationwide. Yet this still happened. Maryland has the same regulations and restrictions that are still stringent, yet Baltimore still has 330 murders consistently every year. Chicago has the same type of restrictions and regulations and bans and this and that, and look at fucking Chicago. They found a fucking Glock with a switch on it in Sacramento. That's what the guy used to pull off what he did, or the people did that was shooting. They had the switches on the Glocks. That shit is fucking persona non. That shit is, you can't have that shit in California already, but they still had them because the people that want to do shit like this don't give a fuck about going to the gun store and doing paperwork the right way. They don't care. They going to get these guns however they feel like they need to get them. Period. And we see it happen time and time and time again. Yet they want to blame the tool and not the person behind the tool. They want to pass all these laws that only law-abiding citizens are going to abide by.
That's what I'm saying.
And leave us soft targets for people like this guy.
That's why I said you gotta. You want the gun violence to end? Let people carry.
That's it.
You'll see. But again, I told somebody else in the chat too. That's gonna make NYPD obsolete. They can't have that.
Let everybody carry, man. Armed society is a polite society. That's what it is. Could you imagine, like I said earlier today, could you imagine if somebody on that train was strapped? If somebody was in that train car strapped and he popped them smoke grenades and he let off a couple of shots and somebody on that train was able to return fire and either strike him or take the attention off of everyone else and put him in the fight or flight mode and get him off that train, you know, saving however many injuries. You know, but they're not going to, you know, but they don't want you to think like that. They want you to think with fear. They want you to be afraid. That's why he's giving this whole spiel that he's giving up here on the screen. His written speech. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because that's how they do it here in Baltimore too. I want y'all to understand this, and y'all can believe me or not. Y'all can say that I'm just being Hotep or whatever the fuck you want to say. You know, I'm proud to be a Hotep. Gun control in all its forms is racist. Because where the fuck you think they gonna go to enforce this shit? You think they gonna go to the burbs? You think they gonna go to the rich neighborhoods, the well-to-do neighborhoods, or they gonna come down to your black ass neighborhood and start locking you up for having some shit you ain't supposed to have? Where you think they gonna be going to look for them fucking switches, bro? Where you think them task force are going to be put at to go see who got these polymers? It ain't going to be in Beverly Hills. It's going to be in Compton. It's not going to be in Montgomery County. It's not going to be in Bethesda or Rockville, Maryland. It's going to be in Baltimore City, PG County.
Yes, sir.
It ain't going to be.
Ain't gonna be upstate New York. It's gonna be right there on Flatbush Ave.
It ain't gonna be fucking Georgetown.
Nope.
Adams Morgan. It's gonna be Southeast DC. And who live in these
black
areas?
folk better wake up. Y'all black folk better wake up, man. That people got to wake up.
They want you weak and defenseless, like I said earlier today.
Yep. Yep. And watch out screaming for them Democrats.
You gonna march yourselves right back in some shit you don't want to be in. Simple as that.
Well, we all know what's gonna put it over the top. Somebody go shoot up a church again.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
They control no armies or military forces, yet these individual killers terrorize our nation. I've often said that this city is not going to adapt to dysfunction. Ending gun violence means changing gun laws. We cannot clean up a flood when the water is still pouring into the basement.
Black Giuliani's coming.
All day.
To be clear, we will not surrender our city to the violent few, and we will not surrender all of America to this cult of death. The sea of violence comes from many rivers. We must dam every river that feeds the greater crisis. That is the work of my life, this administration, and this police department. I will not stop until the peace we deserve becomes the reality we experience. You have my word as a former police officer, a fellow New Yorker, and your mayor, that we will end this epidemic, and that will capture the individual responsible for today's attack. We will capture him and prosecute him to the full extent of the law. Thank you, NYPD, FDNY, our first responders, and the collaboration from the federal government, the state, the city agencies.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to turn it over to Assistant.
You know what else this does? This gives them justification for refunding the police in New York.
Oh, they were already going to be refunded.
Oh, of course, they definitely was.
Remember when he came into office, he said number one thing he's going to do is make sure anti-crime gets put back on the map. So Stop at Frisk is about to be gold. Stop at Frisk going to be crazy this summer.
Yeah. Yep, it's about to get real crazy. Leroy Jenkins, well, somehow overnight it became national news as Ring moved 300 plus ghost guns from Georgia to Pennsylvania.
Right.
Telling you guys, like, it's chess not checkers. That's what Unc say all the time. They gonna I'm telling you guys, this is a war, and like Dan Bongino said earlier today, this is a war against the haves and the have-nots. This ain't Democrats versus Republicans. This ain't conservatives versus libertarians versus Democrats. No.
No, it's the elites versus the regular.
It's the elites versus the working class. People with access, the people with connections, the people with the money versus you. Shit only going to get worse. Like I said today, Ukraine is a major wheat export. They're at war right now. You think they really out there planting shit right now?
No.
Especially with fucking Russia
Russia got the fertilizer.
Occupying the fucking Eastern Bloc. China, what the fuck going on in China right now? Everybody locked in their goddamn house against their will. What's their production looking like right now for shit that we need?
Yep.
We get 10% of our oil from Russia, gas from Russia. We running through our reserves really fucking fast.
You saw how he opened up he let go of the ethanol restrictions.
Let go of the ethanol restrictions. But the funny part is, where the fuck ethanol come from, everybody? Fucking corn. So now we got to give up half our fucking corn.
We gonna have a corn shortage
very
fucking
soon. Corn shortage. And what else is corn used to make?
Tell them, Hotep.
Holy shit, yo, shit about to get bad.
Y'all don't listen. I told them 2 years ago, deal with Trump for 4 more years, that you ain't got to deal with that man no more. Y'all thought y'all were the smartest people in the room. Now y'all got to deal with the problem.
Now y'all sitting here, like I said, with the what the fuck happened face.
Yeah, and remember how they used to laugh at the Doomsday Preppers? The Doomsday Preppers sitting pretty right now.
They sitting pretty right now. I'm about to go back and watch old episodes on YouTube after this so I can figure out how to fucking preserve eggs.
Dude, I just bought
oil.
a whole bunch of cans of beans right now, bro.
Oh, bro, I got a few.
Friday come.
I got a few
Friday
totes.
come.
I got a few totes, yo. I'm about to get
That's
me a few more.
about. I'm about to go buy some more water. I got about 42 gallons right now. I'm about to buy another 42.
Y'all think I'm joking when I say that nigga, I can go outside at 4 a.m. with an arrow. My neighbors ain't gonna hear a fucking thing. And drag a deer right in the fucking garage and skin that bitch.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, I'm so glad I went to culinary school. I know how to break down whole animals.
Bro,
I know how to hunt. I know how to fish. My family good. A lot of urban people don't know how to fish.
bro, we dealing with a bunch of people that ain't never had no real jobs in their lives. We dealing with a bunch of people that never had no real hardships in their lives.
Thank you.
Everything look good on paper.
Yeah.
Till you get into a real life application, then you like, what the fuck is this? They could care less about you. They don't give a fuck about you. All they care about is their agenda.
He said he lived in a middle class black neighborhood in Queens. I want to know which one. I used to live in Queens. I was up there in Hollis, and Hollis was cool. I mean, it sucked that they killed Jam Master Jay, but still.
Bro, it's a lot of shit.
Why do you think everybody in New York was moving to Queens?
Listen, I'm telling you guys, shit getting bad. It's going to get bad. You got to look at the writing on the wall. We don't be saying this shit to be hyperbolic. We saying this shit to fucking wake you up so you can have a fucking head start before this shit happened.
Well, no, remember, they were dancing out on K Street November 7th, 2020.
Yeah, fucking doing the electric slide and shit.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to electric slide to get to work pretty soon.
Who you telling?
What?
Your fucking BGE, your electric bill's about to go through, your gas bill's about to go through the roof. You got a fucking furnace.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I just talked to a brother yesterday who owns a HVAC company. He telling us, yo, they phasing out Freon right now.
Jeez.
And y'all gonna have to get them new systems, and that's money.
It's getting bad.
And we know a lot of these people live in apartments and complexes. They not changing all that stuff out for you.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, y'all don't understand. We've been trying to warn you about this stuff, not be hyperbolic. We ain't AMTV out this motherfucker. Remember, yo? We ain't AMTV out here. We ain't selling you fear. We trying to get you prepared. This shit's coming down the pipe. Be ready. Now it's here.
Yeah. And y'all scrambling. Watch what happens. You know what? And I don't want to put this on New York, but for some odd reason, I'm looking at everything that's happened the last year. I feel like they're gonna pull a blackout again, like they did in 2003.
That'd be interesting to see.
You don't want to. I would live through 2003. They don't want that problem.
YV, let alone chess versus checkers. It's 3-dimensional chess. It's facts. Leroy Jenkins, oh Lord. The wars that our ancestors fought with revolvers, and then the game really changed when they invented speed loaders. AD, I live in a middle-class black neighborhood in Queens. We have almost no crime, like no other neighborhood.
Yeah,
This
I know
is them
exactly where he
trying to
lives.
separate common folks into groups, so we're scared. So we scared, bro.
Yeah, they're basically on Long Island. They're like so far away from the city. And it's mostly Caribbean people over there too, so not much really goes on there.
Leroy Jenkins, in Pennsylvania, we've lost some of the best wild mushrooms, fungi, and it's a lifesaver if you take the time to learn how to identify and prepare chicken of the woods or some puffballs.
Yes, sir. I encourage all your people to go on Amazon after this show and go buy a book on identifying plants in the wild.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Learn that.
That's a really good idea. You know, I just talked to my neighbor. One of my neighbors, they have a little garden or whatever. I need to learn how to do that shit, yo. Like, that's one thing not proficient at is fucking growing fucking vegetables and shit, which I need to do. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm gonna learn that.
Yeah, we're about to buy a grow tent.
You know what
this
I mean?
week.
Even if I gotta share some, you know, hey, I'll give you a quarter of this deer if you give me some fucking broccoli or some shit.
It's gonna get to that point.
You know what I mean? It's gonna get to that point. Bartering systems are gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Especially this summer, I'm gonna start hunting again, and I know someone with a chest cooler. I just keep it there until I need it.
There you go. I bought one during the whole Yameen. So I got me a chest cooler, freezer. I'm good to go. But back to this shit that happened in New York. You hear how he talking. You're gonna hear the rest of the liberals. You're gonna hear the rest of the Democrats. You're gonna hear the rest of the Democratic Senate. They're gonna be speaking this. They're gonna hear these talking points. They're gonna start calling regular guns weapons of war.
Yep.
Now they're coming for semi-automatic handguns. They went from the AR and the AK to now they talk about the fucking Glock 17. Remember when he was running for office, the motherfucker said anything that had the ability to hold more than 10 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's coming, guys. It's coming, guys. I'm telling you. Please prepare yourself. Let's see what else they got going on.
Special agent in charge of the FBI New York office, Michael Driscoll.
Now, let's see what the FBI got to say. This shit already glow in the dark to me, bro.
Thank you, Commissioner. I want to start by expressing our hopes and prayers that the victims of this event will enjoy a quick recovery. They are our primary focus right now. I also want to echo the thanks for the partnership to the NYPD, the ATF, and all the partners who are contributing to this investigation. Right now, the FBI NYPD Joint Terrorism Task Force is fully engaged with this investigation, providing assistance through manpower, technical assistance, and basically everything we can throw at it. We expect the process to be a long one as we gather all possible information to track down all possible leads. And I would encourage you, as it was mentioned earlier, to please reach out to the NYPD tip line at 1-800-577-TIPS. And I would also add, as frequently the case in many of our current investigations, everyone's got a cell phone in their pocket. There's a lot of video out there. If you have digital information that you'd like to share with us in connection with this investigation, please visit fbi.gov/Brooklyn shooting, where you can upload that information. So we are seeking the public's help.
They had their own
website. /Brooklyn shooting. Like, what the fuck?
Videos would be particularly helpful, or any other additional witnesses who have yet to come forward that can provide information that might help this investigation. So thank you for your participation, and I thank everyone for their partnership in the course of the investigation. Thank you.
Shit is crazy.
Take a couple of questions. We are not sure where he went at this point. That is subject to investigation. We have a number of resources that are combing on foot and doing video canvases as well to determine where he went. So based on some.
All right, I don't think I have any fucking fruitful fucking questions.
Yeah, she's just gonna say whatever now.
Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. This shit's crazy, guys. I mean, like I said, you know, my heart goes out to the victims of this. You know, it's, you know, I know it's the last thing they was thinking about when they woke up this morning to go to work. I mean, ambushed on a fucking train car by a crazed person with some smoke grenades and some fucking 9mm bullets.
And it wasn't lost on me that was an immigrant neighborhood he did that in too.
Damn. Was it really?
Yeah, Greenwood Heights / Sunset Park. That's mostly Hispanic in I want to say Eastern European immigrants. That's where a lot of them settle at.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hotep Oz, what's the deal, bro? What's the deal? Prince Revolver, I want you guys to tell me realistically how bad will this year will this year going to get next? It's going to get wild. It's going to get wild, especially when these shortages hit. When people start, you know, when your fucking paycheck don't go as far as it used to. Like I said earlier, I went to the market, bro, on Sunday. $120, $122.19 on some shit that would have cost me $45 a couple years back.
Yes, sir.
Less than a year ago, actually.
Started getting y'all's coupons.
And I ain't buy shit. I just got juice and some other little shit for the kids because they on spring break. I got little dumb little snacks and shit. Yo, this shit is nuts.
Yeah.
Yo, I was looking at canned chicken, like canned chicken breast. A fucking $1.75 a can.
Yeah. That thing used to be 49 cents.
Bro. I said, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Dude, you want to hear something worse? You know, canned salmon?
Man, I seen that shit yesterday too.
7 bones.
It's fucking crazy.
7 bones for a can of salmon.
Like,
I know y'all don't want to hear this, and it's gonna cost a lot of money. Buy in bulk.
No, you're right. You're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get the canned good, get the oodles and noodles, get the fucking beans and the canned potatoes and the fucking canned vegetables and canned fruits. You know what I mean? Learn how to fast. That's going to be a big help, especially for people who can't really afford to get a whole lot of food to keep, themselves sustained. A lot of it's a little heavy on the midsection. Learn how to fast. Cut out the sugars.
And folks, y'all better learn how to fight too.
Learn how to fight. Strap up.
Learn how to throw hands.
Strap up. Because if you don't know how to fight, you can't defend your home. All you doing is going shopping for the motherfuckers that's gonna come rob you.
Mm-hmm.
But as these shortages happen, as these paychecks don't stretch as far as they do, as people become more desperate, you're gonna see people start to act out. You're gonna see more violence. Just understand that. UIV, richest city in the world, got the shittiest surveillance. It's a fact.
Yes, sir.
DeMars Burton in the city of Richmond, they're working on hiring violent preventers. What the fuck is that? To help stop the violence in the city, but it's going to be citizens, I think. So they're gonna have.
Yeah, it's kind of like what they were doing with the social work.
So like citizens on patrol and shit, like fucking neighborhood watch. They better fucking give them vests and guns. It's rich. It's Richmond. God damn. Oh my gosh, they geeking. But that's how it's gonna be, right? Because even here in Maryland, like Baltimore City, Baltimore County, it's a fucking cop shortage, bro.
Mm-hmm. There's a cop shortage in New York too.
They gonna be just hiring any goddamn thing soon.
Yeah, they said they were gonna drop the college requirement.
Maryland already did it. That's for
that's
everything.
where he got it from. He got it from Bowser.
Maryland did it for everything. Hogan was like, "Yeah, we're gonna drop the college requirements for everything." I'm like, "Jeez, Louise, man." Ah, boy. AD, in my neighborhood, they deputize community leaders like pastors and the community board members to help with psych calls.
Yeah, because when I'm going crazy, I really want to hear about Jesus.
Oh my gosh, man. Jeez.
They don't listen, bro.
Leroy Jenkins. Oh, he's responding to Prince Revolver. Hotep Oz, I'm trying to buy half a cow, quarter cow. I'm gonna split it with my neighbor. That's a good idea, yo. That's a really good idea.
Cows. Yeah, it's tough to
cows
get whole meats now.
It's hard, bro, because I know when it wasn't. This is back when I was a system administrator and I was working for State Highway Administration here, right? There was a girl who her family had a farm where they sold cows. Pretty decent. She said they were grass fed and they were finished on grain. That's cool. You know what I mean? 3 stacks, bro. That's when shit was good, guys. That's when shit was all Tiger Woods, all gravy. You know what I mean? In Aldi's, a fucking ribeye was $12 on Sunday. So imagine what a fucking whole cow is going to cost you right now. You know, you might be able to find a good deal somewhere. You know what I mean? But geez, it's getting. I'm telling you guys, it's getting real sketchy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's getting nuts. DeMars Burton, everyone needs to stock up on chicken because there's about to be a short. It's right. And then they say something about like bird flu back or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I went to the store the other day. There's like no chicken breasts around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my levels are right. I'll be talking too loud. Let me drop this down a little bit.
No, that's anger, bro. I hear that anger in your voice. People just don't listen.
They don't, bro. They don't. It's crazy.
They don't listen until it's too late, and then they gonna start looking like, "What we gotta do?" I told you the solution 3 years ago. You should have listened.
Yep. Leroy Jenkins, food is the number one thing to start rioting. Who you telling, bro? We see the writing on the wall right now. We're just trying to warn you guys, give you forewarning. You know what I mean? Hotep Oz, there's a cop shortage everywhere. My neighbor is a cop and he is working like 60 hours plus a week. That's fucking dangerous for a cop to work that many hours a week, bro. You gotta be tired. You gotta be on your game, especially in certain neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Godspeed to your neighbor. DMW, but they not dropping the
requirements.
They're not dropping that shit.
Especially in New York, they're not doing it.
I think Maryland, they said they may drop the requirement. We'll see.
They don't have to.
They don't have enough police, yo. You know what I mean?
Same thing in New York. They're not dropping the mandate for private workers.
That's
So
crazy.
there's nobody in the city.
It's crazy. Buy up land in Maine and cheap acres of it. Live together. Yeah, you gotta trust the people.
Maine too damn cold.
Yeah, you gotta trust the
Maine too damn
motherfucker.
cold, bro.
You gotta trust the motherfucker.
Wyoming might be better for you.
West Virginia.
West Virginia too.
Dude that fix our heavy machines, he got 80 acres out there. You know what I mean? He got it for cheap. You know what I mean? So I know my father was looking at one that had like 17 or 20 acres with a house on that motherfucker for like 130.
That's beautiful right there.
The
I'm looking at some stuff up here in North Georgia. You know, I got to be around them racist white boys. I mean, I had to do it.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You know,
they talking about 89.9 for like I think like 20 acres.
But the way shit going on, them same racist white boys might be your allies. You know what I mean? If you got the same common
there's
cause,
one thing
bro.
there's one thing I can put the racist white boys on with me. I just say I'm fighting the government.
They be like, you know what? We going.
Yeah, we'll gang up and then I hate you after.
Right, exactly. Leroy Jenkins. If anyone needs it in Central Pennsylvania, local farms are good to go. Running around $5 a pound. Okay, it's not too bad in PA. Central PA. What's that like?
That's like Poconos area.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. What's up? Was that 30? But I know that's not off 83, right? Anyway, what's up, Cassius Cam? What's the deal, bro? I'm happy you can join us. The Demon App, what's up? People won't notice until it's too late unless you live in rural areas. Usually grocery stores will prioritize cities. That is true.
Not in New York.
But no, New York is just, it's fucking massive. It's massive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Places like here in like Baltimore, we got food deserts and shit, so they can prioritize this place. You know, shit like that. So, Handy Bob, what's up? These fools on the news said we the people are going to be spending $1,000 a month for food. These uppity mofos talk about that like it's nothing. That's more than my mortgage payment, bro. He's right. Like I just said, y'all, I just bought nothing. I didn't even do real grocery shopping.
Y'all better find y'all's farmers markets.
I'm about to
y'all's farmers markets.
I'm about to be with Uncle and bread lines. And yo, them motherfuckers been getting longer and longer and longer, bro. They've been getting longer and longer and longer. The bread lines and like when I go get my hair cut or I like take my son to football practice and shit like that, there's a church. There's a church and there's a school, high school and a church. And the line, right? If you're not paying attention,
for the pantries.
Yeah. And the line, if you're not paying attention, it be out in the main street. You think you just sitting at a light forever. Like, oh shit, I'm in the fucking food line, and you got to go around that shit. It's crazy, man. But even those food lines gonna start running out of food, y'all. You gotta be able to take care of yourself.
I know a couple of them already said they went back from 2 days to 1 day.
Yeah, a lot of them have. Guys, you gotta be able to take care of yourself. You gotta be able to depend on yourself. You can't depend on the kindness of strangers. You gotta deal with it yourself.
When resources are short, you'll know who your friends and family are.
Like Demon Ad, I feel you, bro. I can't walk out of Costco without spending $200. Had to stop, bro.
Hey, listen, I'd spend $200 at Costco right now,
bro,
if I could get my stuff. My
wife spent about $200 or something like that a couple of weeks ago on nothing, bro. I like that flat meat, like the steak.
Oh, the flap.
Yeah,
for the short rib.
Yeah, it's not kinda beef.
Yeah, the beef flap.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
it's fucking great. $40, bro.
For the whole thing?
For like 6 strips. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, we got
beef is crazy right now, bro.
I gotta cut that shit.
Like 5 pounds of ground beef was like 20 something. Was like $16 the other day.
Bag of chicken thighs in Aldi's was $8. Chicken thighs.
How many pounds though?
3 pounds.
Not too bad.
Shit was $5. The shit was $5 like a month ago.
Yeah. I mean, even chicken thighs went up to $2.39 a pound. So,
shit.
Keep telling y'all, bro.
Yeah, it's getting bad, man. I'm telling you, people don't understand. It's getting really, really fucking bad. Cassius Cam, Cannon, you imagine if the tobacco industry was immune to prostitutes? Yo, yeah. He fucked up yesterday. He kept calling ATF to AFT and he couldn't pronounce the motherfucking name. So let me tell you about this nigga. The guy that trying to make the ATF
Director.
He's an Obama era crony. He was hired when Obama, I think it was like 2012 or something like that. I think it might have been in his first term. This dude went to school with Obama, right? He was in Obama's cabinet all the way up until Obama left office, and then he resigned. I find it funny that Obama just visited the White House last weekend, and now this nigga is he's gonna be the ATF fucking director if he can get the Senate approval.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't know what's going on out here, man.
And y'all talking about Trump trying to help his people. Y'all just look past this shit. All they got to do is tell you that equality or equity or black person, and y'all happy, just overlooking the fucking glaring flaws and issues in that person. It's just sad. And now we paying for this shit. We paying for this shit right now. Now we got all this. We got inflation happening. People thinking that inflation was happening just because of this war. No, the fuck. No. Inflation been happening since this motherfucker got in office. Since he been fucking doing his executive orders. That's when inflation started happening. Inflation
badly.
Badly. What was it with Trump? 1.7%.
Yeah, but his spending was bad.
It was bad. It was getting bad, and I get it.
Yeah.
Some of his spending was because some of his shit was what the. I swear, yeah. I hate when they load the fucking washing machine wrong, and then the shit be all off balance and shit. And then they just let the shit run instead of stopping it and redoing it. This shit is killing me. I tell you. God bless my wife. Anyway, I digress. It's like the whole goddamn floor is about to collapse. I'm like, what the? Anyway, but like, I lost my damn train of thought. What was I at? I fucking forgot.
You talking about Obama boy?
Oh yeah.
And the inflation.
Yeah, so the inflation, right? 1.7% under Trump, and I get it. He had the whole pandemonium to deal with and all this other shit. I got you, and they were threatening to shut down the government every 2 seconds if he didn't sign the bills. I got you, but you got a guy in office right now willing to sign whatever the fuck. He willing to spend all the cash. He willing to print more money and spend that shit too. That shit went from 1.7%. Now we at 8.5%. 8.5%. If it stayed in a year and a half, and imagine if that shit stay consistent for another 2 years, for another 6 months,
up to 26%.
Bro, y'all need to understand, we in the lean years right now. We shit wild. Like I said before, it made me wonder if fucking Ethiopia on the right timeline. like it was 2012 and 2020, yo. Like, goddamn, like the Great Reset done happened. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy, man.
I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but y'all got to make sure to get these idiots out of office, boy.
Yeah, Handy Bob, urban and community farming is not hard. You can go all kinds of stuff in buckets, old milk jugs, etc. Yeah, I need to learn that, Handy Bob. Guavi, what y'all think about eating insects? Like on some fucking Soylent Green? Was that Soylent Green where they was that was a Snowpiercer where they was eating fucking cricket bars and shit? I don't know. They ain't never had no insects unless I
tried grasshoppers. It's not bad.
I heard they got good protein in them. I guess I don't know. Yeah. I'd rather get my protein from some nice animal flesh. Just saying.
DMW, the country can't survive, but if we're gonna survive this, we got to make sure the elites understand that they can't get away with this again.
Right. Brian Merritt. Who would have thought printing trillions of dollars and giving it away could create hyperinflation? I know, right? Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought, bro? Like, this shit is getting crazy, y'all. But check it, guys. I just wanted to bring this shit to y'all attention. Let y'all see this, see what was going on, what y'all needed to know. And what we know now is that we can't trust anything that they tell us. They told us this dude had a gas mask on. He was in a fucking orange jumpsuit and some more shit. Now they told us he had on a surgical mask. He's a fat black dude with a fucking gray hoodie on. He threw some canisters down with some smoke in it, started shooting, left all the evidence on the train as he fled. And they still can't find him. None of the cameras were working. They haven't found him on any other cameras on the surface. And he's still at large.
Right.
I'm just waiting to see them say that the Glock 17 that he had was a Polymer 80 style Glock 17, which is considered a ghost gun, blah, blah, blah. We'll see what happens. Just keep in mind, this ain't the first time our government lied to us. They lie to us all the time to get us to fucking conform. They control us through fear. Debt and fear. That's how that shit works. Now we have hyperinflation. You're going to be broke because you got to decide whether you need gas or fucking food. So you're going to be looking to the government. Now but all that shit's going to come violence. As the violence happens, they're going to tell you the solution to that violence is to give up your fucking right to defend yourself. And
let us defend you.
Yes, and let us defend you. Give up the monopoly of power to the state. And people will do it because they're afraid. They're scared. Just like when that day in September happened. A few months later, we had the Patriot Act. And that shit ain't never
Freedom
going away.
of Information Act.
And your boy
basically
Barry O expounded on that shit.
Yep.
He expounded on it. And we ain't never get those freedoms back. They still monitoring us. We had I meant to touch on that today, but I'll talk about that another time. Fucking what's the dude on the fucking British guy on HBO? What's his fucking name?
John Oliver.
John Oliver. He even said something apparently that he was talking about where there was trackers. Every time you visit a site, all these trackers hit your fucking computer, and they don't go away. You know what I mean? I'm about to and I should have been did it. I'm getting me a VPN.
And I got like 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm jumping on that. Matter of fact, when we finish this shit, I'm going to take care of that tonight. Get me a VPN, and that's what I'll be going from now on. Is every time I even surf the web, it's gonna be a VPN, even through my phone or my computer here. That shit is getting crazy. You know what I mean? Anyway, I hear you got the little ones in the background. My kids just got home. They went to go see Sonic 2 without me. I wanted to kind of see it, but it's all good. The wife took them because they on spring break. And I mean. But before I get out here, let's read some of these super chats. DMW, like Tommy and Jerry said, don't you believe them? Manuel Presley, what's up, yo? Good to see you in the chat. 80, that's what they say. Imagine they take a while to get this guy, so the fear is high. And who you telling? But certain parts of New York, he tries something, they might put him down.
Yes, sir.
Quiet 89. Any of y'all see Ray Dalio's video principles for dealing with the New World Order? If not, I suggest it. I have not seen that. To check that out. Hotep Oz, the government has already shown black people how well it defends us. That is true. Leroy Jenkins, when they roll up on some veteran lawn, yeah, and Fortunate's son starts blaring, that's when they'll realize the keeping it real goes wrong that day. Jeez. Stay frosty. Yep. Anyway, like I said, I heard your kids in the background. My kids just got home. I'll go upstairs and chill out.
Yes, sir.
Guys, I'm happy you rolled with us. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. If you're here for the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use some feedback. You know what I mean? But for Kid Gravity, Canon Hotep saying, stay safe, stay well, stay strapped. Prepare yourselves, guys. The lean times is here. I'll holler at you.